Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, please, Marcus, introduce yourself. Tell us all about where you're calling from. Like, you're in Vancouver right now, I know. But yes. Please, introduce yourself.
My name is Marcus Marshall. I am queer art, queer culture planner and event curator out of Vancouver Art and Leisure.
Yes.
I am also one of the organizers and one of the many talented and innovative minds behind Prancehall, which we are bringing our second edition to you July 29th from 10 o'clock to 2:30 in the morning, and that's going to be held at the Fortune Project Space, which is just below the main dance floor that they have there.
Oh, wow, okay.
And yeah, that's happening at the end of this month, and it's also part of our 4-day multi-venue party called Alternative Pride, which is also another event that is held and curated by artists of Vancouver Art and Leisure.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And Vancouver needs that. You know, you guys just had your first one there in late May, was it?
Yes, we did. May 29th.
Oh, yes.
That was also May 27th we had that. And that was on a Friday. And that one was a huge success. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out to the first one. We've dreamed of something really special for you guys this time. Beautiful. Second time around, really focusing a lot more on sound in terms of provision for audio for dance hall, for music-wise, variety-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really excited for this time.
That's so great, and especially launching around the Pride season, you know, there's so many different things going on with Pride, and I'm pretty sure you've been watching what's been going on with the Black Lives Matter Toronto and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
yes.
That's so lovely that you're bringing this together, especially, you know, how the dancehall music is so homophobic. Well, from the islands where it originates from. But there still are artists that aren't that homophobic. I want to say they do curate music that's you know, got the beat and the vibe, so you can still get into it.
Right. Right. Yes, absolutely. And I mean, that's kind of the thing that we're wanting to bring to surface and to bring to light is that we're not really we're not calling out dancehall music as being, you know, homophobic. If anything, we're trying to create an environment in which, you know, for those of us who do identify with Caribbean culture or who do appreciate, you know, Caribbean sound, Jamaican sound, dancehall music. Dancehall music is such a staple to Jamaican culture,
right.
And in which, you know, for us, we're individuals who, myself, you know, I identify with my background of being Caribbean on my father's side. Camille has 2 parents from Jamaica.
Nice.
And has recently moved out here to the East Coast almost over 5 years ago.
Wow.
So for us in the city, other than identifying just as minorities, it's I mean, for myself, being a gay black male in Vancouver, I find difficulties in identifying with identifying with my black community even, just because I feel like there's such a I don't want to say a wall, but there's a divide between the LGBTQ and the black community, and not just the black community, but in lieu of the Caribbean community.
Right.
So it totally makes sense that there's not, you know, that a Prancehall night doesn't already exist. Otherwise, it would.
Right. You're right.
And that essentially is what kind of struck the idea of us both kind of going, you know what? We're sitting around here and we're kind of talking about it. You know, why don't we do something about it? Why don't we have this event? Why don't we throw this event? Because it's something we talk about, we want. It's what we identify with. And Chase is our photography, digital media artist. Chase is not Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
But is of somebody who, in our friend group, who it's not that he doesn't identify with the LGBTQ scene in Vancouver, but in terms of what he likes to listen to, what I like to listen to, it was the usual sounds in which what the community offers in Vancouver.
Right.
It's something in which, you know, we're so used to. We've been listening to it for years. The same sounds, the same clubs, the same people. We really, 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 really wanted to come through and bring and introduce Prancehall to people to kind of give people a different idea of how Vancouver can be perceived, how Vancouver can be done, how Vancouver's nightlife can be changed.
Definitely.
And all that merely done through, holding our own event. The countless times I've heard people go, this city isn't any fun. There's no variety in sounds music. There's no anything like that. All I can say is to find that bit of encouragement in yourself and just get out there and make it happen.
Yeah, for yourself, right? Yeah, you have to do it yourself. Exactly. DIY music.
Yeah, exactly. Do it DIY music, and Jason and myself now are we've been curating our own sounds together with mixing music for live DJ sets, and we've got a really good set coming up for you guys for this next next Prancehall.
Prancehall, amazing! Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
And so the event location is now announced. I noticed on Facebook.
Yes, the event location is now announced. It's 147 East Pender.
Perfect.
And that's in the project space. Tickets are available at the door. The ticket link should be up today. I know that they had some technical difficulties with it yesterday with people trying to purchase, so that issue should be debugged and that should be up and running today.
Oh, hot. Perfect. Oh my gosh. And now, so the whole Alternative Pride Festival just came about. I noticed it just popped up all over Facebook and social media like Instagram and Twitter and stuff. Who came up with the idea for the Alternative Pride?
So Alternative Pride was an idea curated by artists from Vancouver Art and Leisure, but it was primarily started by artistic director and Alternative Pride Festival director Matt Troy.
Okay.
He's amazing. He's my friend. He's my colleague. I've known Matt for a while. He's an alternative event pioneer, art curator, advocate for the arts, really. He's worked with the city of Vancouver to develop an indoor arts and culture program,
yes.
Vancouver Art and Leisure, and it's produced events such as, I'm not sure if you've heard of events such as like Backdoor.
Oh, yes.
Backdoor is one of his infamous events that's really taken off. He's really pioneered that. And has stuck true to keeping those events within the Lower Mainland.
Okay.
And I think that is something that really, really separates a lot of what he does from lots of what I think what other gay underground artists think they're doing, but he's really doing it.
Right.
And it's the ungentrification of just, or the unsegregation of well, let's put this gay party in the gay neighborhood and let's have it hosted to gay people. Let's have it hosted to gay men.
Oh, right.
None of his parties are like that. That's essentially not what Alternative Pride is about. Alternative Pride Pride is for everybody.
Yeah, for real.
So, why have such a gear towards, if this is an event for everybody, why have we've contradicted ourselves continuously by gay gearing, by hyper masculizing, by hyper feminizing these gay events, and sure enough, we turn around and go, but it's for everybody.
No.
There is a contradiction there, in which I think Matt has really, really, really well. He's done really well in making ties in the communities of the underground art scene in Vancouver, and also making ties in the community of the LGBTQ,
right.
And bringing a balance to both, in which of being able to find venue spaces alternatively from some other generic, downtown locations that you would maybe assume that a Pride event might be held at.
Yeah.
He's really, really trying to change that viewpoint of, this is where gays are segregated. This is where they party. The whole city's for us. There's gays all over the city,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in just one spot.
No, and I mean, how often do you hear things such as, like East Van Pride, for instance,
Yeah.
Why can't we have Vancouver-wide Pride? Why does it always, you know what I mean?
Stuck into one area. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's nice to see that he's taken this event and he's really gone, well, no, let's split it up. Let's not, it would be easy to have all 3 nights as well.
Yeah, and I noticed also there's a trans Pride. That's an event, just an event?
Yes, Trans Pride. Trans Pride is by trans artists, for trans artists. and it's for everybody to come. Sorry,
Oh yes.
everybody's welcome to come, but all the performances, all of the curators, one curator and friend of mine being Quanta Styles.
Right. We played her music earlier. Haha.
Yes, I heard that.
Yes.
Yes, she's one of the curators, and she is also one of the artists who will be working and showcasing the event.
Amazing.
That will be held at VOW, and that is going to be on the July 28th. So that is going to be the kickoff for our alternative Pride, and then the night after that'll lead into Prancehall, and then Saturday, I believe, is Pride is for Everyone.
Oh yes.
And that is 10 p.m. till late, and that's just at VOW. And then on Sunday, Saturday night, there's also the Down Low.
Okay, that's one I didn't know about.
Yep, Down Low. That event just recently got launched as well. The Down Low, Mask for Mask. It's a masquerade ball, so for anybody listening, please arrive in a masquerade, a mask for a masquerade ball. That's taking off on the Saturday, and then the Sunday we have Backdoor, which will be
and what about the Youth Pride? I remember there's a youth Pride as well. Is there?
Yes, the Elastic Youth.
Elastic Youth, yes, that's the one.
Yes, Elastic Youth. So Elastic Youth will be held on the same day as Prancehall. Prancehall will definitely be more towards the evening. Now, the thing about Elastic Youth is, again, another event in which where we really tried to strive for making it as inclusive as possible. So this event will be held earlier in the daytime. And I believe it's going from about 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Oh, perfect.
And in which, so anybody of all ages can come. It's an all ages event. So, the name says it itself, Elastic Youth. So we do encourage all LGBTQ youth, all non-LGBTQ youth to come and check this out. I know personally as a kid, when I started going out to LGBTQ events, there were queer proms.
Right.
Proms, but always this setup of, this obligation and that kind of connotation of, I'm going to a prom. And, that's very anxiety inducing for somebody who's already a teenager and is extremely insecure about themselves. And then on top of that, you're telling them, oh, we're going to organize a dance just for you.
Yeah, it's specifically, yeah.
Yeah, and so you're like, oh my God, like you're making a dance just for me. For this event, Elastic Youth, I guess is more of the option that gives less of that kind of a vibe, that like we're kind of like, operating like a high school dance. Yeah. It's totally for everybody, moms, dads, brother, sister, everybody, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and that's going to be at Fortune.
Oh, nice.
And that'll be also in the project space. Oh. And that'll be before Prancehall weekend. So Prancehall will be from 10 o'clock to 2, and then from 6 to 9, I believe, is Elastic Youth.
Oh, wow, amazing. Now, just to finish up here, I've almost ran out of time. I was going to make sure that you could shout out your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook links, just so people could, get into contact with you about all the events.
Yes, absolutely. So you can hit us up at Instagram. Our Instagram is literally Prancehall.